Hi guys, today I have my friend Miss Nora gonna ask me some questions about some education. Is that right, Miss Nora?
Yeah, so today we're talking about education in the business world because
Okay.
my background
Sounds
is education
interesting.
for sure. So
Yes.
I was wondering, with all the debates about school or not school, people with no school are more successful, or people with school background is more successful. Yeah, I know this is up to your alley, but we're not talking about that.
Oh, we're not?
We're not.
So what are we talking about?
Because it's too easy, I think, for you.
Oh, she likes the big hard
So
subjects.
today is going to be slightly challenging. So
Okay.
as a business owner, of course, when you are talking about hiring employee, when you're talking about hiring employee, what do you pay attention the most? Because usually when we apply for a job as an employee, of course, the first thing that we put out there is our education. Whether we go to to a very famous university, or whether we have a lot of activities done in the university, we have some medals and our achievements. We put it out there so as to we hope to attract our business owners.
Okay.
So as a business owner, what do you pay attention to those things when
Okay.
you are hiring people?
Well, this might come as a shocker to you. Education is like my very, very, very bottom priority when I look for employees. Because first thing I look at is the job experience, work experiences, whether it's relevant to the position that I'm trying to fill in the company, right? So that's what I'm going to be looking at first. And the second one is the character.
The character
of a
of a
person.
person. I see.
And you can tell that from doing the Q&A with them. So just ask them like questions like, where you come from and what did you do before, why did you resign, all those just basic HR question. And from there you can basically gauge from their facial expression, from their body language, and the way whether they were gonna ask us more questions to gauge the interest of them, possibility of joining our company. So from there, and education is the very, very last thing that I look at, because to me, experience trumps education.
This is talking about someone who has been in the business
For a while.
environment for some time, right?
Yes.
How about if they are just graduating? I think the most important and pressing matter right now is the newly graduated
Fresh
people,
graduate.
the fresh graduates.
Yes, the entry level.
And they are
people.
having a lot of problem, a lot of discussion about it's the problem like the catch-22, whether they have to have experience first, but the company who wants them to have experience require them to, sorry, I think I explained it wrongly. So they wanted to go into a company, but the company required them to have experience first, rather than judging from the university that they went to.
Well, not always, because sometimes we do have an opening for entry-level people, fresh graduate.
As in the, what do you call
Namely?
it, the apprenticement? Or
No,
apprenticeship?
not necessarily an apprentice. But sometimes, we know, like as a fresh graduate, we can easily mold them. Because they come in, they are basically very thirsty of the experience. They just want to have some job experience. They want to learn. And that's the kind of people that we want to cultivate. We want to empower them and basically prepare them for our next generation.
I see.
And for those kind of people, of course, education is one thing that we look at. But again, I will place character on top of education. So if the education doesn't match with the job position, I will still look at their characters.
So what type of character that you look for in a future employee?
Okay, honest, trustworthy, responsible, hard worker, and whether they can be, how do I say that? Whether you can mold them. See, they're not like as tough as, like sometimes you tell people, but they don't want to do it. So you just want to make sure they're pretty flexible. They're willing to learn. That's the most important thing. Some people are like, I don't want to learn. This is all I know, and this is all I want to do, day to day. We are more willing.
Even with newly graduates, with the fresh graduates,
Yeah,
they're like that.
Just bunch of people out there.
I see.
Some are willing to learn, some are not. They're just like, or the key is they will say, oh, whatever the company is wants me to do. But that's very, very fake answer, right? It's like a template answer. It's like, whatever the company needs me to do. That's not specific enough, right? What are you looking for? What do you want to do?
So when you encounter this kind of applicants, what do you usually do? Like you immediately like throw them away, or I'll be giving them some trial time.
Well, the more we spend the time in conversation with them, the more we find out more about their true characters. So we will know. And
through the interview only, or you give them time or like probation?
Well, probation always comes.
Okay.
3 months probation, I think that's pretty general out there.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Yeah, pretty standard for any company out there offering this 3 months probation for them to prove themselves and for us to gauge whether this person is, it's appropriate resource in that.
It's the right person for the right job.
Yeah, true.
I see.
Okay.
So education is not really that important
for me.
Yeah, in your company for sure.
In my company and for me. And it's gonna be different for any business owner, anyone out there. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. And to you, I know education is very, very important.
Oh no, it's a totally different thing because I'm a teacher and I'm not a business owner yet. So
you will be.
Thank you. So I don't know if in the future I'm probably going to rethink about this. I'm learning from you, of course, because
we all learn from each other, don't we all? And we always learn something new.
If I can sum up on this question,
sure.
If you are to give one advice, I know you can give like more advice to fresh graduates, to fresh graduates out there. What do you, what can you impart? What knowledge can you impart to them to prepare them to go into the working force?
Yes, just be a team player. Okay, I know some people just like to work on their own. They don't like to mingle with the other people, and they like to do things their own way. Just keep an open mind and always try to think that your way might not be the best way. Sometimes you can learn by working with others, and you just have to show the willingness to work with others. Because some people, they are just like, I'm not gonna say the word selfish, but they just prefer, I work best when I work alone, sir. Well, yeah, but unfortunately, in this day and age, you have to work with others to be successful. You cannot work alone. You just cannot. You cannot do things alone. Cannot. We are very limited with what we do. We are human beings. So you just have to work together with a lot of people.
I see.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you for another chance today.
Yes.
So hopefully we can come back and have more discussion about more topics.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Nora, for stopping by and for having me in this Q&A.
Yes, me too. Likewise.
Thank you.
Okay,
thank you, guys. See you in our next session.